Hi, hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about fundamentals of AC. An alternating current having number of cycles, positive cycle and negative cycle. The number of cycles per second is called as frequency. The unit of frequency is hertz. The average value of AC is given by area under one cycle divided by time period gives average value. Now the average value of sinusoidal supply is 2 Vm by pi volts. The unit of average value is for sinusoidal supply in terms of current 2 Im by pi, where Im is known as maximum current, Vm is known as maximum voltage. For half wave rectifier output, the average value is given by Vm by pi volts. 2 will be get cancelled. Vm by pi volts, Im by pi amps. Full wave rectifier output 2 Vm by pi volt, 2 Im by pi volts. Rectangular wave Vm volt, Im ampere. Triangular wave average value is given by Vm by 2, Im by 2. This is very important regarding average value of different waves. Vm by 2, Im by 2 ampere. Triangular wave is. Rectangular wave is Vm. Average value represents the DC component present in the AC. The average value represents DC component present in AC. It is measured by PMMC, permanent magnet moving coil meter. RMS value. What is RMS value? It is that value of DC supply which do the same amount of work in the same time when AC supply is given. That is RMS value. It is that value of DC supply voltage which do the same amount of work when it is connected to AC supply. That is called RMS value. Generally, RMS value represent the working content of supply. RMS value generally RMS value represent the working content of supply. Working content of supply will be represented by RMS value. All the meters, if you go for ammeter, voltmeter, they show the RMS value. That means working content. Sinusoidal supply, what is RMS value is V max by root 2. That is V max by root 2 gives the RMS value. I max by root 2 for current. Half wave rectifier output, RMS value is Vm by 2, Im by 2. Full wave rectifier output, Vm by root 2 and Im by root 2. Rectangular wave, Vm, Im. Triangular wave, Vm by root 3 volt. For triangular wave it is Vm by root 3, whereas sinusoidal supply is Vm by root 2. Triangular wave is Vm by root 3. Form factor. What is form factor? The ratio of RMS value to average value is known as form factor. Form factor for different waves is sine wave is 1.11, half wave is 1.57. If you take the ratios RMS value and average value of sine wave, then you will get 1.11. Full wave rectifier is RMS value is 1.11. For rectangular wave, form factor very important, that is 1. For triangular wave, the form factor is 1.16. Highest form factor will be for which wave? Half wave. Lowest form factor will be for triangular wave, rectangular wave, 1. This is very important. Form factor is highest for which type of wave? Half wave rectifier have form factor 1.57. For rectangular wave, the form factor will be 1. That is very important. For which wave, which form factor? Highest will be half wave, lowest will be rectangular wave. Peak factor. Peak factor defined as peak value or maximum value divided by RMS value is known as peak factor. Peak factor for sine wave is 1.41. For a half wave rectifier is 2, peak factor is. For full wave rectifier 1.41 is for full wave rectifier. For rectangular 1 again, peak factor and form factor both are rectangular 1. For triangular 1.73, peak factor is. Ripple factor, another factor is ripple factor. Ripple factor formula is 1 square root of form factor square minus 1. Ripple factor, how to calculate? Form factor square minus 1 gives ripple factor. For sine wave, form factor square, if you do minus 1 square root of form factor square minus 1, then you will obtain 0.482. For half wave rectifier 1.21. For full wave rectifier 0.482 you will get. For rectangular wave 0, the ripple factor is. For triangular wave 0.587 or 0.59. Ripple factor, how to calculate? For different waves, what are the ripple factors? Next, resistance. I equal to Vm by R. Maximum voltage by resistance gives current. Power factor will be unity for resistance. Why? Because the voltage and current both are in phase, hence phase angle phi equal to 0, cos phi equal to 1 for resistance. Active power Vi cos phi, it is measured in watt. Reactive power is 0. Active power equal to apparent power. Inductor. The important formula regarding to inductor. Inductor current I equal to V max by reactance, inductive reactance sin omega t plus 90, where Im equal to Vm by XL. Another formula regarding inductor current or maximum current is V max by inductive reactance. Active power is Vi cos 90 degrees. So because the inductor lacks the supply voltage at an angle 90 degrees, hence sin omega t plus 90. Active power equal to Vi cos 90 is 0. Apparent power is Vi. Reactive power is Vi. VR, lagging reactive power it is. Power consumption is 0. Power factor equal to 0 lagging. For inductor, current lags. For good inductor, the current lags at an angle 90 degrees. For good capacitor, the current leads the voltage at an angle 90 degrees. Capacitor active power is 0. Apparent power equal to voltage into current for capacitor. For reactive power, capacitor is Vi sin 90 degrees. Sin 90 is 1, hence reactive power of a capacitor is Vi. Apparent power equal to leading reactive power. Power factor is 0 leading. For a good capacitor, the power factor will be 0 leading. Impedance, which offered opposition to the flow of current, is called impedance. It is similar to resistance, but in case of AC, the impedance is given by R plus J plus or minus Jx ohm. Positive sign for lagging and negative sign for leading. Where R is the real part and X is the imaginary part in impedance, Z equal to R plus or minus Jx. Impedance is given by square root of R square plus X square, that is impedance. From this formula, tan theta we can calculate. It is the impedance triangle RXZ. Tan theta equal to X by R, theta equal to tan inverse X by R. Power factor is from the what is this impedance triangle, cos theta. Power factor angle theta or cos theta equal to R by Z. This is the important formula, tan in theta equal to X by R, theta equal to tan inverse X by R, that we have to remember. Cos theta equal to R by Z, that is the impedance regarding AC circuits fundamentals. Admittance is a measure of how easily a circuit or device
will allow a current to flow. It is defined as the reciprocal of impedance, analogous to how conductance and resistance are defined. The unit of admittance is mho or Siemen, Y equal to G plus or minus JB, where positive sign for leading and negative sign for lagging. Therefore, conductance G and B is susceptance.
Where positive sign is for leading and negative sign for lagging. G is known as conductance, B is known as susceptance. The reciprocal of impedance is called as admittance. The unit of admittance is mho or Siemens. The admittance is indicated by the letter Y, Y equal to G plus or minus JB, where G is known as conductance, B is known as susceptance. Series RL circuit. For series RL circuit, what are the important formula regarding that? When R or L are connected in series and supply voltage V is connected, the impedance Z equal to R plus JXL, magnitude of impedance is R square root of R square plus XL square, phi equal to tan inverse XL by R, power factor equal to cos phi, active power is VI cos phi, supply voltage V equal to V receiving in voltage plus load drop VL. Now when connected as R and C are in series, RC series circuit, Z equal to R minus JXC, Z equal to R square plus XC square. What is XC? Capacitive reactance. Now phase angle phi equal to tan inverse XC by R, similar to RL circuit, XL by R, whereas RL series circuit. Here tan inverse XC by R. Active power is VI cos phi. The phasor diagram representing series circuit will be like this. Series RLC circuit. If RLC, resistance, inductance, capacitance connected in series, thus total voltage is given by voltage in resistance plus voltage drop in inductance plus voltage drop in capacitance. V by equal to R plus JXL minus XC. What is the impedance? Impedance Z equal to R plus JXL minus XC. Z equal to R plus JXL minus XC, hence the magnitude of Z is R square plus square root of R square plus XL minus XC square. Therefore theta equal to phase angle theta equal to tan inverse XL minus XC by R. Now coming to series resonance, Z equal to R plus JXL minus XC for RLC circuit. At omega equal to omega naught, then J term will be 0. Therefore XL minus XC equal to 0, that equal to XL equal to XC. At resonance, XL equal to XC. So resonance frequency omega naught equal to 1 by square root of LC radian per second. The resonance frequency is given by 1 by 2 pi square root of LC hertz. Similarly, current magnitude is given by V by Z, V by square root of R square plus XL minus XC square. The another important is at series resonance impedance is minimum. At series resonance impedance is minimum. Current flow will be maximum. When impedance is low, current ultimately will be maximum. At resonance, power factor is unity. We have to remember, because XL equal to XC, therefore for resistance at resonance it acts as pure resistance, hence power factor will be 1, that is unity. The magnitude of VL and VC equal to 180 degrees out of phase. VL and VC both are equal and 180 degrees out of phase for series resonance. At omega equal to omega naught, unity power factor. When omega is less than omega naught, leading power factor. The important formulas in series resonance is all this. At omega is greater than omega naught, the lagging power factor omega, and if you made a graph omega naught L, omega naught C, both are coincide, at that point I will be maximum, resistance will be minimum, impedance will be minimum. Omega 1 is equal to omega naught minus delta W by 2. Omega 2 is delta W, omega naught plus delta W by 2. Bandwidth, the range of frequencies over which delta W is given by omega 2 minus omega 1. Bandwidth is given by omega 1 is lower cutoff frequency, omega 2 is higher cutoff frequency. The difference between higher cutoff frequency to lower cutoff frequency is known as bandwidth. The graph representing the bandwidth is like this: delta W by 2, delta W by 2. If you add both, bandwidth is given by delta W. Quality factor. The quality factor, what is the formula to find quality factor, is resonance frequency divided by bandwidth gives quality factor. Quality factor Q equal to magnitude of voltage VL by V or VC by V. Q equal to XL by R, that is important formula. If you know inductive reactance and resistance, the quality factor is given by XL by R, or XC by R, or omega naught L by R, or 1 by omega naught RC. These are the formula to calculate quality factor. Quality factor also is given by 1 by square root of LC into L by R. From that, 1 by R square root of L by C. Bandwidth is given by omega naught by Q, that equal to R by L. Series resonance circuit is called as voltage magnifier circuit. Voltage magnifier circuit, the series circuit. Series resonance circuit is called as voltage magnifier circuit. Parallel circuit, parallel AC circuit. The branch 1, branch 2 impedances is given by these formulas. Parallel AC circuit by phasor algebra. Rectangular form and parallel AC circuit by phasor algebra. These are the formulas regarding series and parallel AC circuits.